This recipe, this recipe pav bhaji was suggested by my cousin sister because she told that please put this recipe, and even my friends also told to post this recipe. That's why this is all dedicated to them. Thank you. Hello friends. Hello friends, this is Cook with Appu. Today we are going to make pav bhaji. So you must be thinking why I have taken two types of dough. That is, in this recipe I'll show you homemade pav also. It's just a bonus point. So you can make pav bhaji at home also. You don't have to buy ready-made pav. If you are buying ready-made pav, then you can use that also. But in this video I'll be showing you the homemade pavs. I've taken vegetables like gobi, that is gobi, cabbage and cauliflower, capsicum, then carrot. Spices I have taken, like, because I'm not using ready-made pav bhaji masala, you get even ready-made pav bhaji masala, but I have taken turmeric, garam masala, that is sabji masala if you have, then coriander powder, red chili powder, each 1 teaspoon, then tomato, potato, onion, 1 lemon I have taken, ginger garlic paste and water. So let's start the process of both homemade pavs and we'll make the pav bhaji. Now I'll put all these vegetables in the cooker with minimum water, that is just to cover the vegetables, like I had done in my dalia upma also, just to cover. And I don't have green peas, which is a very important ingredient in this dish, but due to the season I didn't get, and I don't prefer frozen one. So you can, if you have green peas, you can use. I'll take, but remember, in the cooker we'll put only the vegetables and salt and water. The spices we have to just leave it there only. So we'll put all this in cooker and cook it for 2 to 3 whistles nicely in sim. As you can see, I have left the potato and onion. I have taken boiled potato, that's why I have not put in the cooker. If you are talking raw potato, then put, but boiled potato is tastier. And ginger garlic paste, spices, onion and potato I have left here, and like the vegetables which I had shown in the plate, I have put all together. So you can again see the ingredients and see what all vegetables are there. Now I have taken a very thick pan below, old pan. Then over that I have taken thick bottom pan, and you can see these are the wheat flour buns I am going to make, and these are the maida one. You have to make small bun, small tikki types. You can see this thick, and we'll just keep it and cover it and cook. This is fully homemade, and the dough ingredients is given in the description. And don't forget to grease the pan with oil, and again I'm telling, see the description for the dough ingredients. Leave it like this for 10 to 12 minutes. Now I made one trip in the gas I have kept. Now this is the microwave one. I have just same thing, make it into tikkis and keep it in a microwave bowl, and we'll keep it in the microwave for 7 minutes or till it rises up. Grease the vessel with oil nicely. Now you can see in the microwave itself it has risen up a bit. Now we'll brush it with oil. This is after 4 minutes. So we'll brush it with oil and keep for another 3 minutes. Wow, you can see the pav ready. If we have flipped it for another side to cook. So you can see this is the gas one. After almost 5 to 6 minutes, I have flipped it after putting some oil. So you can see we can make pav at home also. So this is a very easy recipe. You should try this, because nowadays bakeries are also closed. So you can in the same way make the pav. So let it cook. After some time I'll show you the progress. Now you can see our pav on the gas is ready. Both the sides cooked, and you can hear the voice of our You can even hear the noise of the whistle because all the vegetables are getting cooked and even the microwave pav is ready. So we'll just transfer this pav into a big bowl, and vegetable only one whistle has come, we'll let it cook for one more whistle. So now you can see after 2 to 3 whistles it looked like this. Now we'll mash it nicely in the cooker itself with a masher or with any spoon also. You can just mash it. After mashing I'll show you. After mixing it well I'll show you. This video will be a bit long. Please see till end if you want to make homemade pav bhajis. So we have to mash it, but many of them put in mixer grinder and grind it well, but I don't like it. It is the homemade one. We should make it in our own style. Some vegetables should come in between. That makes more tastier. That's why I'll be just mashing. But it's all your choice. You can grind it also, but it will look then like a chutney. Now I'll put a thick bottom pan on the gas and put oil, almost 2 teaspoons. The pan is really hot, that's why you can see oil is also heating up. Now we'll put the onions. I'll just take half of this onion, means I have taken almost 2 to 3 onions. So you will need only 1 or 1.5 onions. So I'll put almost just for the taste. Others you can take for garnishing. I've removed half of the onion for garnishing. Now I'll mix it well, very nicely, light pink, it will become or brown you can say. So now onions have turned a bit brown. Now I'll put the ginger garlic paste. It sticks below, so just mix it well just after putting. You can see. Now I'll put the boiled potatoes. So potatoes, I boiled and cut it and washed it nicely, and just toss it because it may break, but at last you have to just mash it also. So mash it now itself and see. Now after some time I'll show. Now you can see after putting potato, I'll put the vegetables which was boiled, means cooked in the cooker, to this. Now we'll put all the spices. This is the sabji masala as I told, and the turmeric also I have put together. You can see half teaspoon of turmeric also is needed. Coriander powder, then red chili powder. Red chili powder, if you want bit spicy, you can take more. Then we'll mix it well. Now we have mixed all the spices. Now let the liquid dry a bit. Then we'll mash it with 2 spoons, or you can use the pav bhaji masher also. Now we'll mash the bhaji with 2 spoons. You can see water has evaporated. You have to keep it in high flame so water will evaporate. Then it should look like this. Then we'll just mash it for almost 10 to 15 minutes till it becomes very mushy. Okay, now see. So fast. This is my mother. She is helping me out because it's very tough to do this. It's too fast you have to do. You have to do like this only. And see, it's turning out to be mushy. That's why I have taken her help. She has made it many times. You can see I have put the clarified butter. You can, for better results, use the butter, because in this lockdown I didn't get butter anywhere, so I am using the homemade clarified butter. Now you can see after constant mashing by my mother, then I also helped a bit. Now I'll just garnish the coriander, or you can put nicely the coriander, that taste should come. You can see I have garnished it or put coriander almost 1 cup. Now I'll mix it and cover and cook for 2 minutes. Then you can just check the spices. If you want more spicier, you can put red chili powder and again mix it, but I like this type of medium spicy. That's why you can see the color. We have not added any food color. This is its natural color. So this is pav bhaji ready, homemade fully. So see the whole video for getting the updates, and you can see bhaji mashed nicely, and now we have served it without any food color. Homemade pavs, can see this is the maida one, so soft, you can press and check. This is the wheat flour one. It is a bit harder than the maida one, but tastes equally the same. Then coriander just for garnishing, and onion. And please like and subscribe my channel. This is Cook with Appu, and for getting the notifications, you can see a bell icon just the side of my channel's name, Cook with Appu. Press that bell icon to get my latest videos or recipes. This was a very easy recipe. You all should try this, because everybody have this wheat flour, so they can make the pav and the bhaji. And as I told you, if you have green peas, you can use that also. Thank you. Don't forget to like